Parents want to give their children the best life possible. But what if you believed the right place for this was on the other side of the world? Would you be prepared to uproot your child from everything and everyone they know and start afresh in a new country, thousands of miles from home? 15-year-old Jordan has Asperger's, and Mum Tanya believes a move down under is the ticket to a better future for him.
I raised Jordan on my own. It's been really hard.
And I want him to have good life opportunities.
The pair share an incredibly strong bond.
We are such a family, we are so tight together.
Tanya desperately wants the best for Jordan, but feels he's missing out in the UK.
We like to see outdoors, he loves his animals. 9 months of the year, Jordan's in his bedroom watching TV.
But Tanya worries taking Jordan away from everything he knows may be too big a risk.
What do you find difficult about change?
Everything about it, really.
And there's the impact it will have on those who love him most.
I will miss you if you go, but if it's the best thing for you, then I can only wish you all the best.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh, no.
Australia's the #1 location for Brits leaving the UK in search of a better life. The climate, outdoor living and the chance to start afresh all add to the country's appeal. But moving halfway around the globe isn't as easy as it seems, and it doesn't work for everybody, with many returning home, their dreams shattered. Tanya and Jordan have just 1 week to see whether Australia can offer them the lifestyle they desperately want. When that week is up, they'll be faced with a decision that could change their lives forever, whether to stay in the UK or make a permanent move to Australia. After 3 flights, 12,000 miles and more than 18 hours in the air, Tanya and Jordan finally set foot in Perth for the first time. Exhausted but happy.
It's a long way away. You don't realise until you get here how long the flight is.
We're excited, aren't we?
Yeah.
So it's good to be here now so we can really get to grips with that.
I'm sure I'm ready for the challenge.
Sorry.
Ahead of them lies one of the biggest challenges they're ever likely to face, as well as a life-changing decision. Back in the UK, the Clearys live in Hertfordshire. Social worker Tanya has dreamt of a life down under for years.
Going to Australia is something that I've wanted to do for quite a long time. My mum and dad travelled all around Australia when they were younger, and I was born in New Zealand. And, you know, looking at their pictures and all the things that they've done, I find it amazing.
15-year-old Jordan has Asperger's syndrome.
When he first started school, they picked up on that Jordan was a little bit different from the other children in that he needed one-to-one attention. It affects his communication, understanding and mainly social skills. I raised Jordan on my own. It's been really hard because when he was younger he was really challenging. But we've had a lot of family support in our lives. I've had my mum and dad and my sister who's been a great help. Stay focused. Mine and Jordan's relationship is quite strong.
It's hard to describe really because we love each other so much. Even when we get in the worst fights, in the worst time of year, we just get over it and say I love you, stuff like that.
He's brilliant, Jordan. He's such a funny boy and he's very, very loving.
Both Tanya and Jordan love being outdoors.
Look at his hair, he's got like a hairstyle.
But find the weather in the UK a big letdown.
Sometimes winter, autumn, it gets really boring. Stuck in the house all day. There's lots to do in Australia and not much to do here at the moment.
Look at that one, Jordan.
When they can get out, Jordan's passionate about animals and nature. Tanya believes he would thrive in Australia.
I love animals. To me, it's something about them that seems more human. It's some kind of special bond between us.
His memory is so amazing. He's like an encyclopedia. So he'll like explore all about the animals in Australia.
Kangaroos, koalas, wombats, duck-billed platypus, field-necked lizards, kookaburras, emus, tiger snake, dingoes. One of my favourites, dingoes.
Australia is more outside, it's more open. There's a lot more job opportunities when he's older out there.
But Jordan's condition means a potential move down under would be a massive undertaking.
It's quite a big move for Jordan, school, and challenges are quite difficult for you, aren't they?
Yeah, my new favourite teacher won't be Karen, and my new best friend probably won't be George, and that's what I don't like about change.
And there's the thought of leaving behind the close family network vital to them both.
Leaving my mum and dad and Jordan's grandparents and granddad run behind is going to be very difficult, and that's going to be the drawback.
But besides of them, we have to think about us and our decisions and see how it goes.
Yeah. You're at a good age now, so there's too much to gain and nothing to lose.
Taking Jordan away from the stability of life in the UK is a big risk, but both Jordan and Tanya are desperate to make the move to Australia. But if they're to secure a better life, the time has come to decide where their future lies. The Clearys are spending their trial week in Mandurah. Once a small fishing village, it now boasts a population of 85,000 people, making it a fully fledged satellite city of Perth. The area prides itself on a mix of inner city and semi-rural living. Home for the week is this 2-bedroom cottage.
Ooh, this is a big bed. It's got a nice vintage wardrobe.
Yeah.
Very hollow floor.
It's quite similar to the other room, isn't it, in size? I don't know if I'm that keen on it, but it's okay.
Well, you mean to say there's a ghost in here?
There's a good sized kitchen. I like the kitchen. I think this is the best room in the house. I'm disappointed with the garden. Thought there'd be a bit of lawn. It's a nice shower. Oh my god! What? Stop it! What kind of spider is that?
I have no idea.
I don't like spiders.
Oh no, that looks more like a locust to me.
My eyeballs are going to be alert now.
Not quite the welcome they'd expected, but it hasn't dampened Jordan's spirits.
What I'm most looking forward to doing in Australia is swimming, snorkeling, bird watching.
This week's really important because it gives us a good opportunity to find out what lifestyle we can have in Australia. My biggest concern really is for Jordan, because I want him to go to a school where he's accepted, fits in and can do well.
We could have a better life if we moved to Australia. But I feel sad leaving my family, my pets, my teachers, my school and my friends behind.
He'd find it more difficult than other children to settle in, but that's something that I'm aware of and we'll know how to deal with at the time. So it's not, even though it's a concern, we'll manage it together. I just need to have a look for potential spiders.
Don't you mean locusts, Tanya? Back in the UK, the Clearys live in this 3-bedroom detached house in Hertfordshire.
It's a good place to live. It's got good links to London. It's got lots of local schools, so it's been good for Jordan.
We've lived here for 9 years now, and it's cosy, really. Nice and warm atmosphere to it.
They hope to have a budget of around £300,000 to spend in Australia. So what do they want for their money?
The kind of house I would like would be a large house with a large garden, more room for my animals to run in.
The place that I'd like in Australia is a house possibly in the suburbs, about 30-minute commute into the city. 3-bedroom property with a large garden.
Today, we're giving Tanya and Jordan a taste of the Perth property market. After seeing 3 possible options, they'll find out what each one costs. The first property is in the Lakelands area, just 10 minutes north of Mandurah city centre and 50 minutes from Perth. Its close proximity to beautiful beaches and parks means it should be perfect for Jordan.
Wow.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, look. It's a bedroom.
Yeah, this is what I call a bedroom.
That's ensuite, isn't it?
Wow.
Jordan, look, it's a walk-in wardrobe.
Wow.
That's cool. It's nice big windows as well, Jordan, isn't it? Like at home, the windows in our bedrooms
to
are
look
quite
out.
small, yeah. Yeah, I think I'd be having this room.
Yeah. Of course.
I like the walk-in wardrobe especially.
Whoa, this is one funky living room.
I like it, it's a nice size, a bit dark, isn't it?
Dark colours.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Well, that-
small windows. I'm not too keen on that view, because there's another property quite close by.
Not as attractive, the view. So this must be another bedroom.
This is just, yeah. Oh, I thought it was going to be a bathroom then. It's a really big room, isn't it?
Yeah, I
You
like
look at
it.
it like this, on this sort of level. Got another house on your left,
Yeah.
which is quite close as well. I'd rather be not overlooked at all, but it's something that I'd have to maybe compromise about.
Tanya's not completely sold on this one yet. But will the garden make a difference?
Is that fake grass? We want to have animals over here,
Yeah.
so that might be a little bit unhygienic. It's not a bad size garden, it's just quite a funny shape, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the garden.
I like the garden because it's low maintenance, but if it meets our needs, I don't know. If I moved into this home, then there would be very little that I would change because I quite like the way, the decor and the way it is.
But Jordan's more picky than Mum.
Most of the rooms I don't like because of their design, but I would change it with more of my design, really. Just more brightness and more colours,
That's okay though, do that.
making it more attractive.
So this house with double, like 2 times the size as the garden would be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Even if it's not quite satisfying the Cleary's high expectations, this house has some potential. But with Tanya's budget of £300,000, could they afford it?
Let's see how much it's worth. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really,
That's
really
cheap.
good. That's a lot of house for not a lot of money, isn't it?
No.
A lot cheaper than I was expecting. I'm happy with that.
Buoyed up by the thought of what their budget could get them, the Clearys move on to property number 2. Located in the much sought-after area of Old Hall's Head, it has a very rural feel to it, despite being just minutes away from the city centre. It's also close to a specialist school, which is a big plus for Tanya.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Open planned again.
Yeah.
I like this.
I like the
So
kitchen.
it's a little bit more square, which I quite like. It's got very nice windows into the garden. And compared to our house in England,
Yeah.
I prefer the outlay of this home.
Yeah, I like this house. It's much smaller, more compact,
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. Let's make a good office.
yeah.
I would turn this into a little natural history museum. So there's oh,
A downstairs bathroom.
I like this bathroom.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting that the toilet's on its own,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So far, so good. But what about upstairs?
This is nice.
Yeah, I like this one. This is like somewhere where if I become more of a grown man, I could have parties up here. You know, like, because there's TV here.
I don't think you'll be having many parties, children. You can have some parties which are adult supervised. Yeah.
This one would be used as a good bird watching tower. Yep, this is my room. I picked it.
So this is quite a good sized bedroom.
Yeah, this is a nice bedroom.
Isn't it? A little bit bigger than a double.
I think you'll have this room.
Look at the flip-flops on the wall. It's nice and green around here, isn't it? There's lots of trees and it's quite a pretty picture.
Will the garden be an improvement over the last property?
This is much more what I would like in my back garden. So nice bit of sort of dining area and then a bit more space in the garden.
I personally
Lovely
love
tree.
this garden.
Yeah.
It's like a little nature reserve in here.
It's very nice.
Look at all these beautiful trees, plants.
Nice and secluded, so you're not overlooked by any neighbours.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
It's big enough to have a hutch full of rabbits or guinea pigs.
But you can have a dog here, couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's big enough to have a dog and a cat.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, that's huge, isn't it?
Wow.
It's like a big shed, isn't it?
And if I wanted to turn this large space into something, it'd be a natural history museum.
On a scale of 1 to 10, like this house would be like an 8 for me.
Me? 10.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like this house is a big hit. They both love the garden, and with plenty of room for family to visit, it could be somewhere to call home. But will they be able to afford it on their £300,000 budget?
So we'll see how much it is.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cheap.
really good. That's really, really, really good value for money, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if we were to come to Australia and have a house like this, would you be happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be really happy because it meets probably more than my expectations.
It might be £30,000 over budget, but things are definitely swinging in favour of this house. The final property is in the residential suburb of Baldivis, halfway between Perth and Mandurah, and brilliantly located for work opportunities in either city.
Oh,
Good size bedroom.
not bad.
Ensuite.
That's a good bathroom.
Yeah. It's a very long hallway, isn't it? Quite nice, so it's quite bright. Really good sized room again, isn't it?
Yeah. Very good sized room.
Would you be happy with a room this size if we were to live here?
Nah, needs to be bigger.
You'd like a bigger bedroom? That's okay. Okay, let's go and have a look at somewhere else. Is this the main bathroom, do you think?
Could be.
If it was the main bathroom, it'd be quite a small bathroom, I think, for a main bathroom.
I don't like this bathroom.
Why don't you like it?
Yeah, it's too crowded.
Yeah. Separate toilet again.
Oh, birdie.
No. This is quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite big. Again, it's open planned.
I like this living room. It feels homey to me, which makes me feel more comfortable.
Yeah, it's got a nice feel to it, isn't it?
He's so cute.
No. It's a very pretty colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like the kitchen. It's
No.
quite small and basic. And it's definitely not my colour either. Brown. Not for me.
What about the all-important outside area?
Yeah, no, I don't like
Yeah, I don't
it.
like the garden.
The fact that it's just people can see what you're doing in your back garden. It's too open, isn't it, Jordan? I want to get to know my neighbours, but I think you should also have some privacy. Okay, so if we came to Australia to live in here, how would you feel about this house?
I wouldn't like living in this house alone, because people will always know what you're doing, and you always know what people are doing, so you'll have a good view of each other.
Yeah. It's not sort of the house that I'd like to move into. Somewhere where I've got a bigger garden and a bit more space, because it's important, isn't it? So,
I'd actually prefer our home, actually.
yeah.
This property might not be their dream house, but could the price make it more attractive?
Okay, Jordan, turn the card over. It's quite a reasonable price considering it's a little bit closer to Perth City.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay that price for this house though, because it's not the house that I want. I thought it'd be more expensive though.
It's affordable, but just not the home they had in mind. It's been a day of mixed results on the property front. The first house made a good impression, but the fake grass let it down. Property number 2 definitely had the wow factor, with a big garden and even the potential for a small natural history museum. The final property felt too exposed, but did represent good value for money. So overall, what did Jordan and Tanya think?
Based on our experience of Australian property, we're voting for Australia. One of my biggest fears of moving to Australia was houses and prices and affordability. But now, obviously, I've seen for myself that I can afford it. It's something that's positive, and hopefully we can move forward with that.
Houses were good and the streets were good, so in a way I can imagine me and my mum living in them.
I think he's preferred the houses, like the majority of the houses that we've seen today, to his home in England. I'm pleased that he's happy, that he likes them.
Aussie Homes have got a thumbs up from Jordan and Tanya, but their plans for a life down under could yet come to nothing if Tanya can't find the right work opportunities. Back in the UK, she's a qualified social worker.
I enjoy the role that I do. I find it very interesting, very challenging, and I enjoy the fact that you're out in the community. My job over in Australia is in high demand at the moment. Their policies and laws are quite similar to that of the UK, which makes it easier for me to go out, I think, and practice in a different country.
We arranged for Tanya to spend time at a local child protection unit to see if the job market could match her expectations. And what about the big question of wages?
Salary is very important. Obviously, I'm on my own with Jordan, so it's one income. I would expect my salary to start from about 55,000 up to 79,000 Australian dollars.
Deborah Gould, District Director of the unit, shows Tanya around.
This is the Metro for Department of Child Protection, and this is Joondalup. So that's our boundaries.
Okay.
Each of these areas are assigned to teams,
Yeah.
children in care teams.
It's quite a big office, isn't it?
Hello, Jordan.
Hiya.
Meanwhile, Jordan's off to explore his future career prospects at an animal rescue centre where he's met by Lizzie.
One of our shirts. You become part of our team today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Pop through there. I'd like to introduce you to one of WA's brush-tail possums.
Oh.
Very cute,
Oh.
but very common also. This little guy was being caught in one of our recent fires in our northern suburbs, and unfortunately he's got some burnt feet. So that's what we've been doing with him, is we've been looking after his feet for him.
So when he gets better, can we release him into the wild, or is he going to stay here?
That's the goal. We're hoping that after the fire and the green starts back, he'll go back as well.
That's good.
This is one of our native owls. This is a barn owl. He's underfed, so we've just fed him up a bit, and we're going to put him in a bigger aviary.
Yeah, to help get his wingspan, stretch his wings.
Yes.
They love that, birds, and the bigger the aviary, the happier they'll be.
You're going to get on really well here. It's Joey feeding time. We're going to give you a bottle, Jordan. See if you can feed one of our Joeys, and you can see they're absolutely starving. Okay, there we go. Perfect, Jordan.
Oh, you're so cute. Being with the animals was an absolute pleasure because I absolutely love them.
Jordan's special bond with animals is certainly working with these little guys.
It'd be a dream come true for me to work here with animals.
Well, that's Jordan sold. But how's Tanya getting on?
You've looked at my CV. Do you think that I'm an employable candidate?
I certainly would think that you're very employable. So, you know, you've got the correct qualifications, you've got the experience. I think that's the beauty of social work, is that you can practice social work in most countries.
Yeah.
There's so much similarities.
What would my salary be?
The salary starts at about just over $60,000. Talking dollars, and that goes to about just over $82,000.
When I work in England, we have very high caseloads. I tend to work quite long hours, so I work after hours at home. What's the general theme for the social workers here?
8 till 5, Monday to Friday. I wouldn't expect you to take work home with you. We don't want you to burn out, and we want you to have a life.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
It's been a really encouraging visit for Tanya.
I learnt today that the salary that I'd get here would be £20,000 more than in the UK, which is absolutely brilliant. It gives me the opportunity to come out here, start the lifestyle that I want for myself and Jordan, and it's just really good news. I'm really, really happy about it. Based on my work experience today, I'm going to be voting for Australia.
Tanya's earning potential has given a massive boost to her dream of a new life down under. But the move is about more than just money. She wants to improve the quality of life for herself and Jordan, and believes the Australian lifestyle is the key to achieving that. Tanya and Jordan love spending time together outdoors. Today they're off to explore Yanchep National Park.
It's beautiful colour, isn't it?
I'm enjoying spending time with Mum at the park. It's a beautiful day, boiling hot, of course, and it's filled with beautiful green plants and trees and beautiful birds.
For Jordan being here, it's a great opportunity for him to see the wildlife. Couldn't ask for anything more, really. Digging. Can you see him close up?
Yeah, he's so beautiful.
I would encourage Jordan to be outside more if we came to Australia, and I think because he has such a love for animals, and you know, there's more opportunity for him. When we've been bird watching in the UK, we do it quickly. So here, because it's so warm and bright, and you know, we can spend time. This is what it's all about.
If I did move to Australia, I would come here probably nearly every weekend. It'd just be awesome living in this country.
Okay, Jordan, are you going to try and... Wow. I don't feel there is anything holding me back at the moment from the move. Obviously, family will be... I won't see them as much, which will be a disadvantage.
So far being in Australia, I haven't really missed anything from home. I mean, I've been thinking about my friends and my family, but I'm having fun, and too much fun.
With the Australian lifestyle living up to its reputation, will it be another clean sweep when it comes to a vote?
Based on our lifestyle experience today, we're going to be voting for... Australia.
A future life in Australia looks more and more likely, but getting the right price for Tanya's home in the UK will be essential if the Clearys are to realise their dream. Tanya thinks their house is worth £350,000. Will two local estate agents agree?
First impressions, nice modern feel, laminate flooring, very welcoming.
Yeah.
Well, this is a nice bright room. It's a good size for a lounge. It's not too cluttered.
This is very nice. They've made it
It's
open
quite
plan.
pretty.
Nice modern kitchen, fantastic for a young family. Room for all your appliances in the kitchen. Very nice.
Well, this is a good sized garden. Slightly larger than the average gardens around here. It's a good width. This is the second bedroom. It's the second largest room. It's just about a double room. You can get a double bed in here. Well, here we have the family bathroom. It's not a particularly big bathroom, but it's all here: a bath, wash hand basin, toilet. There's a shower attachment.
Oh my god, so cringy.
This is the main bedroom. It's not a bad size, certainly room for a good double bed, wardrobes, fitted wardrobes here. Well, this property is in a very popular commuter area. Under present market conditions, I would value this property at £350,000 and for a quick sale at £340,000.
Well, it's a very sought after area. It attracts a lot of people who are coming out of London, still want to be within easy reach of their jobs that are in the city. In the current market conditions, I would recommend an asking price of £330,000. For a quick sale, £310,000.
Is the value what you expected, Mum?
It is from the first estate agent. With the current condition it's in, I think it can go a little bit more once it's had a bit of work done to it.
Sounds promising, but what about the price of everyday living? We've provided a comparison of costs so they can do the sums.
So these are our weekly shopping, and these are the UK, what we pay in England on this column, and this is what we will pay if we live in Australia. So the cheese is a little bit more expensive in Australia.
Yeah, the bread is more expensive in Australia as well.
Are you ready with the calculator? Yeah. Milk, £5.61. Bag of potatoes, £2.50.
£84.26.
So that's the total for the English weekly shop.
£103.92.
So the Australian total is more.
That's just a bit more expensive.
So property value in the UK, my house has been valued at $350,000. Our dream home that we've seen in Australia is valued at $330,000. However, in Australia, even though we have a smaller mortgage, the interest rates are higher, so the repayments each month will be £1,130. It's actually quite a significant amount more.
That's a substantial increase. But could Tanya's Australian wages help out?
I think we can afford it because my salary will be higher. So like in England, my salary that I work at the moment is £31,625. But in Australia, my salary will be $49,000. We will be £1,110 per month better off living in Australia.
That's good.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that would be £13,320 better off per year living in Australia. I'm very surprised about how big that figure is. It's really good. But for us to come out and be on that salary, we know that we can do it.
Yeah.
And have a comfortable life in Australia.
It's a great result for the Clearys.
Based on the cost of living, we're going to be voting for Australia.
Financially, at least, it's a done deal.
One more high five, go, let's go.
On paper, Tanya may have figured out how to afford the dream life down under, but there are other issues to be resolved before the big decision.
In the UK, Jordan has had a problematic time at school because there's been a lack of educational facilities available to him. One of my worries would be Jordan going to a school where obviously it's going to be different, it's going to be a lot of change, and I won't have the family support. It's just going to be me and Jordan in Australia. So it's important for me to get school right. If I found out that there was no educational facilities in Australia that would meet Jordan's needs, then I would have to reconsider. Education is important, he needs to continue, and I want him to have good life opportunities.
We've arranged for Tanya and Jordan to meet the McTeer family, who moved to Australia from the UK 10 years ago. Their son Fraser and his friend Jake are also on the autistic spectrum.
You must be Jordan.
Yeah, I am.
Good lad.
Hi Jordan, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Life in Australia, well, obviously it is much hotter than England.
Yeah.
Can the McTeers' own experience lay Tanya's concerns to rest?
The local public high school actually has an autism extension program that's attached to the high school.
Yeah.
So it's like a separate unit that Fraser can go in and Jake and do like social skills.
That's really good. Because in England, we haven't got that. So it's very, they either go to a mainstream school or they go to a special needs school.
Yeah.
And Jordan's had so much problems because he doesn't fit into either school.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where these extension units are really good, because they can go to the mainstream classrooms, and if they're starting to struggle a bit, they can bail and go back to the home room.
And it's run by people that really understand autism, which is a really big help.
What have you experienced so far being in Australia?
I've experienced a lot of wildlife. I went to work for a day in this animal rescue centre because I love animals.
Okay, that's cool.
Jordan, do you think there's anything you may miss from the UK by moving here?
I do miss my family and my friends.
With your family being in the UK, because my family's still there,
Yeah.
you kind of like, you talk to them, but you kind of like get used to it. It says, Miranda, I love you, will you marry? Oh, that is so adorable.
Oh, I think I'll do that when I get married.
If you moved to Australia, would you marry an Australian woman?
Yeah, definitely. They're much more attractive than our British women.
Australia seems to be winning hands down on all fronts, but there's still one obstacle left to overcome, and it's probably the hardest of all. As Tanya and Jordan settle down to watch a DVD of messages from family and friends, the reality of leaving loved ones behind is about to hit home.
Hi Tans, hi George. Hope you're having a lovely time in Australia.
Hi Tanya, hi Jordan. Hope you've had an amazing week and it's been everything you hoped it would be.
Hi Jordan.
Hi Tanya. Hello Jordan. I hope you're having a wonderful time.
Hello Tanya, hello Jordan. Hope you're nice and warm in Australia. It's freezing here and we do envy you.
Tanya is one of the most hard-working people I know. She's also very strong-minded and she's a wonderful mother to Jordan.
Of course.
If Jordan goes, that's really going to be hard.
Billy's going to miss you, isn't he?
He is adorable, we love him, and actually we really will miss him.
I laugh with him and we play together nicely.
Oh, thank you.
I don't want them to go because it's a long way and I won't be able to pop in and see Jordan.
If it makes them happy, I think that their move to Australia would be wonderful for them. I would miss Jordan, but you know, I'm not going to be around for many more years.
No.
I'm pushing 70 now, so you know, if that's what makes it tick for them, good.
Jordan, you're going to be sadly missed here. We're going to miss your antics and your misbehaviours, which is you all over. But I hope you do well out there, and we're sorely going to miss you, mate.
All I'm hoping is great things for you and Jordan.
I know you will succeed in Australia, and because you're both strong enough to do it.
Obviously, if it makes you happy and it's the best for you, then I wish you all the luck.
No.
Oh no, he's not crying, is he?
I will miss you if you go. And if it's the best thing for you, then I can only wish you all the best. Bye.
He's crying.
Oh, bless him.
That was not fair on Grandad.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't like seeing him cry.
Mm.
Never saw him do that before.
Yeah. How does it make you feel seeing that?
I really want to see them all again after watching that. Kind of miss home now.
Do you?
Yeah. Watching that, I understand how my family, my friends are going to miss me because everyone really loves me and I love them.
Hearing from family and friends has brought home the reality of what Tanya and Jordan would be leaving behind in the UK. So will they have been convinced to give up everything and everyone they love for a new life down under? Their time in Perth has opened their eyes to the kind of life they could have in Australia. Aussie homes made a big impression with plenty of room for visitors and animals.
It's like a little nature reserve here.
Jordan's day at the animal sanctuary was a dream come true. Positive news on the job front was a huge boost for Tanya.
For us to come out and be on that salary, we know that we can do it.
And meeting with the McTears reassured her Jordan could have a brighter future in Australia. So are they ready to give up everything they know in the UK for a new life down under?
My week in Australia has been absolutely fantastic. It's just so much fun and it's a great experience to have.
If we move to Perth, then I think the future for me and Jordan will be brighter. I'll be better off financially. And there's more support for Jordan and his disability, which is really, really important as well.
I really missed my friends and family. But I don't want to go home at the moment because I'm having too much fun, of course.
We've been able to spend time together more outside as a family, doing things which we both enjoy.
I think Mum is having such a time here in Australia. She's much happier than she was in the UK.
It's about me and Jordan building a new life in Perth.
Based on our experiences of being in Australia, we're going to live in Australia!
We are able to live here because it's affordable. And school's really important. We found out that they've got a lot of support for you.
Yeah.
So I think that would have a better life in Australia than in the UK.
And it would just be a happier, more better life in Australia.
When they started out on their week down under, Tanya and Jordan knew what they wanted, but were worried whether they could make it work. Despite their initial concerns, education and work prospects look better than they could ever have hoped. And convinced they could make a new life for themselves down under, it seems all that's left for them to do now is to get packing.